Good
Hello.
morning.
Good morning. You know, I've been kind of losing my motivation lately. And it's been for the past few months and I'm taking Ozempic, which I know, there's a lot of controversy about
What's
weight loss
that?
medications. It's Ozempic
Oh,
is a weight loss it's for diabetics, but there's a side effect of weight loss to it.
gotcha.
So it's and so ever since then, my energy has been drained and things like that, and I don't eat a whole lot, so I think my motivation that is tied with my lack of energy. And so I was wondering, like how do you keep your motivation when you don't have energy, when you don't have, the desire to want to do anything but sleep? How and I talked to my therapist about this, so we just have to, go with this. But I was telling her how I felt and that I didn't have the desire to do anything, but I also want to be the person that I used to be whenever I did. I
Mhm.
ran, I meal prepped. I really wanted to be that healthy person, and I was. I was so healthy for such a long time. So am I burnout or is it the medicine? I don't know.
Well, I'd say it's the burnout, but just a side note, maybe like 6 or 7 years ago, I was working at a hospital. Oh, so I still work at a hospital, but I was doing a research study for extra money, obviously. Um,
Wouldn't expect
and
anything else.
yeah,
I
no.
know, right?
And so the medication was basically the Ozempic. I can't remember the name of it, but it was basically an injection that I would do, and they were studying it for the weight loss. I didn't do, and I don't know if I was on the medication. They didn't tell me. They still never told me. I'm pretty sure I was, though, because I didn't change anything about my lifestyle, and I lost 30 pounds.
Wow.
Um, and then guess what? I gained it all back because
Yeah.
I never changed anything about my lifestyle.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, just that was just my side note, but yeah.
So
I think
so
it's burnout also, Mel. So I think like I've noticed like, we all go through different seasons of our life, but like right before whenever you were like crunch time for the wedding,
hmm
Mhm.
I think that just kind of like that because you really weren't doing anything besides planning for the wedding during that stressful time. And then
Mhm.
that's when like we were texting back and forth every single day, like after our workouts. And you were like,
Mhm.
I only got 10
hmm
minutes of my workout in. I only got
Mhm.
20 minutes of my workout in, but you were doing like 30 or 40-minute workouts. And
hmm
that's when I sent you that text message saying, please don't hate me. I love you. But, if you can only have a 10-minute workout, then do a 10-minute workout because I didn't want you to create that habit that it was
Mhm.
okay to like stop, like do a 40-minute workout, but then call it quits like 10 minutes in. Right.
Right.
hmm
And so I
Mhm.
think it's just burnout. I think it's, whenever you're doing this for so long, um, sometimes you just need to change things up.
Mhm. Mhm.
And, since you started like back with running and stuff, maybe that's just what you need to try and
Just
like
to
get
switch it up.
out and just even like running itself. When I used to run, like it was the best like mental therapy because it was just like you're
Mhm.
out in nature
Yep.
and you're just like some of the my best thoughts came from running. And so maybe
Mhm.
that's just what you need to do that. But I will chime in with Andrea. I would be careful because at some point, like you can't be on this shot the whole time, right?
Mm-mm.
Right.
And
No.
so just prep yourself that whenever you do come off of it, even if you better your habits, you're naturally
Mhm.
going to eat more.
Yeah,
hmm
And so
absolutely.
you're naturally going to gain. And
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
just don't let that gaining because you're eating more, even if it's whole foods and still within like, what you're supposed to be eating, don't let
Mhm.
that like freak you out. Don't let
Yeah.
that
Right.
set you into a spiral.
And a big problem right now is that with the medication, I get so nauseous and I'm nauseous all day long. So I've been
Mm.
having meat aversions. I cannot do any type of vegetables. I mean, it just makes me sick. So the things that I want are bad food,
Ugh,
like
Yeah.
carbs
that doesn't
and
sound
stuff
good.
like
That
that.
doesn't sound good. I mean, even if you
So
can't eat vegetables, I mean, or fruit, like you're not, or lean cuts of meat, then you're not even the food that you are
And so
getting
what the
isn't
hell are you eating?
even healthy food.
What are
mean,
you eating?
I did have a cheeseburger yesterday. So like even though I'm having meat aversions, if it's stuck in between if it's got cheese and stuck in between a bun, I'll eat it.
But
But
was
just
it from like
having
fast food?
yeah, I was with my mom shopping. So, she wanted a burger and she's like, "I'll buy you a burger." And I was like, "Okay." I hadn't ate anything all day. So, I, went ahead and got it and that was my meal of the day. But just thinking about eating a whole piece of meat with sides of vegetables, it just makes me sick. And so I just don't if I eat, I'll snack on something, small or something like that. But I've only lost 8 pounds in 2 months, which
Mm.
is a
Which
pound a
you
week.
could lose
Oh,
that
but I
on
mean,
your
it's 8
own.
pounds in 2 months. I mean, a lot of people can't even lose 2 pounds in a month.
That's
You know what
true.
I mean?
Also
Like,
true.
8 pounds in 2 months is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Well,
it's
my
not
doctor
good
was
if you're not
satisfied with it.
eating.
No, I
Yeah.
totally agree that I don't like her saying I only lost 8
Yeah,
pounds. Like,
true,
I don't
true.
know if you're expecting to like come out of a month and be like, "Oh, I dropped 20 pounds." Like
Well,
that shit's
geez,
not gonna happen.
the way some people are like, "Oh my God," but it's like, well, yeah, if you're not fucking eating anything, guess
Exactly.
what?
Yeah.
You're starving to death, and the
Yeah.
second you eat something, your body's just gonna
Right.
hold on to it.
Yeah.
I'd have to say that when I did the study, I didn't have any side effects. But
Oh.
other people I knew who were doing it because there was a whole bunch of us that were like, yeah, let's do this study because we would talk and like one girl was like, yeah, my vision was fucked up. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, great. Um, so yeah, it's just my side note. I'm just gonna chime in my side effects.
Yeah. Well, so how when you are burnout, let's just say that this is a burnout thing. How do you get that motivation back? I mean, I started running, so is that where it's going to start escalating back to where I'm going to want to, meal prep and, just live that healthy lifestyle that I want, or is it all a bunch of bullshit?
I don't
I
think
mean,
it's all a bunch of
honestly,
bullshit.
yeah.
I think motivation is a bunch of bullshit. I think your motivation has to come from somewhere else,
Hmm.
whether like it's like for me with all of my back pain and the arthritis that I now have and this stupid autoimmune disorder nonsense, like I've noticed just by changing what I'm eating and how
Mhm.
often I'm eating, I feel better. And
Hmm.
Right.
so that helps me if I want to go to the fridge and grab something. I'll be like, okay, am I really hungry? Like I make myself do a check and I'm just like, okay, am I hungry or am I just procrastinating work that I have to do? Or
Right.
am I thirsty? Or have I been sitting here too long? And so do
Mhm.
I need to go outside and just, and so if I'm
Hmm.
unsure, I make myself like force myself not to go and get anything for 30 minutes. And then
Mhm.
what I find is that at the end of the 30 minutes, like I totally forgot about it. And so I
Mhm.
really wasn't hungry. It was really just, and I mean, that initial like, Jen, don't go, like, I'm telling you, it's like a
It's hard.
force to be reckoned with because my
Yeah.
natural, you know, habit is just to go get something and
Mhm.
just to like, and usually it is because I don't want to work and I go want to eat instead because I figure if I'm eating, then I don't have to work. But I
But
think,
I
like,
think,
you're just gonna have to start out small, Mel, like, you don't know, right? And so instead
Yeah.
of looking at it all or nothing, like, you know, changing up your routine, changing
hmm
your workout, doing something different.
Mhm.
The weather's so nice now and the days are so long
Mhm.
that I think that's a really good focus for, like, going into June and just being like, "How can I just increase my daily movement in
Yeah.
general?"
yep.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
maybe this like, don't even think about all of that other stuff. Just think about moving more, and maybe that will feed into other areas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
like
sounds like a good idea.
especially with the burnout, like for me, I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to do anything. But like for me, because I'm going to work during the day and I have to go to an office, I'm not coming home to work out. So it's like I'm forcing myself. But even like in the morning, I don't want to do a half hour workout. I don't even want to do 20 minutes. So
Mhm.
it's, so now I'm back to the point where it's like I need to find a 5 or 10 minute workout just to do something to get myself back in that routine because I've
Right.
fallen out of my
Yeah.
routine.
Mhm.
And so, my discipline's still there. I'm still getting up. I'm still drinking my energized. I'm still, doing some sort of mindset work, even though I need to go buy a new journal now because I've literally written on the back cover of the journal because I haven't gone to get one. But I just need to have that cue, if you will, to continue with my day. And it's not motivation, it's years
Discipline.
of discipline now
Yeah.
because I've
Yeah.
been doing this for almost 3 years, and this is what I'm set to do.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Now, Andrea, can you can you take breaks at work and go outside and walk and get some movement in?
Oh, I can, but do I? No.
Is that
I
something
don't
you'd be
like to go to
interested
work
in?
and get sweaty and
Yeah.
then have to go
Oh
back.
yeah, because like at lunchtime, if I was to go out at lunchtime, I mean here
It's too
it's
hot.
gonna be so fucking hot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Mhm.
But I just thought that this would be a good topic because we're going into summer,
Mm.
and there's always that hot girl summer bullshit, and I just want to feel good this summer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so I just thought, well, maybe I could get some tips from my ladies to help me get back on that horse and, just feel good about being in the skin that I'm
But you
in.
know that all comes from your mindset
I
also.
know, I
Mm-hmm.
know. And I don't
Like
know.
instead of saying I only lost, like you're gonna have to make that tweak and saying, yeah, I lost 8
Lost 8
pounds.
pounds. Yeah.
Yeah. Woohoo, I've lost 8 pounds. And
You know?
my doctor was happy with that. She said, that's
Yeah.
great. So it,
I
it,
can
it,
tell a little bit in your face you're not as puffy.
I'm not as puffy. Yeah. So I mean, as sick as I am, it should be working, but I have always had a mindset issue, and so motivation equals mindset to me, or mindset equals motivation. It's, they're kind of interchangeable,
But
and I think that
maybe you need to look at how, what we said earlier about discipline. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so what can you put in throughout your day to help you create that discipline of being consistent?
right.
Right.
So
Even on the times that you don't want to, right? And so if you don't feel like working out, can you log in and do one of those 5-minute things?
Mm-hmm.
Can
yeah.
you go outside and walk around your house? You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
Or
anything
even
that's
just,
gonna
yeah,
keep
just
you
breaking it up, like,
moving, just to
even if you
like
don't do it in
get
the
back into the
morning.
habit.
Yeah.
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 Like you
And
don't
that
have to get up. Like if you're struggling to get out of bed and get your day going, do it at
mhm.
lunchtime.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Schedule 5 minutes in your day. Maybe that's what I need to do is, schedule in a reminder in my calendar just to get off my ass. And even if I don't go outside, like do a loop around
Go
the.
fill up your water,
Hmm. Yeah,
Mhm.
go water your
that's a big one.
plants, like
That's
go
a big
do
one.
something like, or if you have like, you're all into like, plant nonsense, like go water your plants.
I have no desire for my plants anymore. Like, what the fuck?
Oh,
See,
I think
everything
that's the shot.
every.
yeah.
Mm,
I think the shot messes with your brain a little bit. I mean, it has to because it's an appetite suppressant. But I think some of this is from burnout, but like for you not to like your plants,
yeah, that's like another
that's
level.
that's that's pretty strange. So I think I think it's probably a combination then from burnout and from the shot. But the
Mhm.
burnout, I think you can easily fix by just changing up your routine. Like I haven't
Hmm.
worked out. Did I work out at all this week? I don't know.
Yeah, I think you
Maybe
work out
one
on
day,
Monday.
maybe Monday. But that's what I mean. I just don't have any. There's not a program in the digital library that I'm just like, oh my God, I have to do this workout.
Hmm.
Mhm. Mhm.
I
And
feel that.
I'm in this mode right now where I'm really trying to pay attention to what my body needs instead of what my mind's telling me that I need.
Yep.
And so I've been sleeping in. And I'm
Hmm.
just gonna say it's been glorious. I
Yeah.
wake up at either 6 or 6:30. That's like 2.5 hours later.
Mhm.
I'm, like you, Andrea, I'm still going through my morning stuff.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I'm drinking my Energize in place of like coffee, right?
Mhm.
But I'm using my walking pad a little bit more. I kind of have been slacking on that, but just from a mental perspective, I've been able to get so much more work done. I'm finding that I'm less snacky throughout the day because I'm not tired.
Mhm.
Right. And then like, so my intermittent fasting is working really well. Whenever I do eat, again force myself to go for like all of the vegetables that I bought.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
and cut back from the fruit again. Like, cause you know, I know fruit, dairy, and carbs, like my body just holds on
Right.
to all of that
Mhm.
stuff. And so I'm forcing myself having the veggies and having the protein and things like that. But and then, maybe going for a walk at some
Mhm.
point or like after dinner.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, and that too is another reason why I miss running is because whenever I did run, I would run and do a program together. But that was like 3 years ago when I started. There was a brand new program that came out with Joel. It was 10 rounds. Like, I was really up
Why
on
don't you do
doing
like
all
the
of that.
30-day breakaway?
That's what I was gonna say.
I tried that and I did not like it.
Well, you
I
might not like, did you not like the program? Did you not like her
I
or
didn't I know I like Dallas, but I didn't like how the program was set up. Because the way you work out and then you go run and then this and that and the other and I just downloaded an app to help me it's kind of like a couch to 5K
yeah.
and it just guides me
But
to
what if you did like, even if you didn't like that part, like is there any part that you could do? Could you still do the running part and then on the strength training days at least do the strength because you like strength training,
Mhm.
but
yeah.
at least do the strength training days. That way you're
Mhm.
building up those muscles that are needed to run.
Yep.
And then on your running days, you can, you
Yeah.
don't have to listen to her, just do your own running, but then incorporate the weights from it.
Yeah. And I've been doing job 1 and I really love job 1 cuz it is only 20 minutes. So I just started week 3 of that and it's a 4-week program. So and actually in June there's the job 1 3-week body block.
Yeah.
So that for me, I mean, job 1 works out for me. So I think I'm just going to continue to do both of those. But right now, I'm just walking and running because I'm not up to full blast because I haven't ran since
I don't even
December
think
of
if I could run
2020.
for a minute anymore. Maybe if somebody
I
was
don't.
chasing me,
I
but
don't run.
Maybe
or
if
if
there's a
maybe there was
donut
like
at the
like a pizza and beer down at the end of the street.
The beer truck is driving off.
wait.
You know, one thing that I want to do, and I don't know if San Antonio has this, but if it does, we have to do it. Those like trolleys that you pedal
No,
and that
no.
you
Okay,
drink on.
I
I
saw them.
so want to do that.
They
Me
had them in
too.
Savannah. They had them in Savannah, and they look so stupid. You know why? Because
I
you have
want
to
to do
do
one.
work. You have to do work to get
I don't
your
care. I don't care.
alcohol.
I think it would
I'll
be so funny. I think it would be just from I think it would be a blast for the three of us to do that.
Yeah, they have
And
one
for
here
like
in
other
Roanoke.
people, like whoever, but I think if they have that, we have to do
They
that.
do. They do have
I
one.
don't care if we have to skip like a session or whatever. I want to do that.
Yes.
Trolley. It's called Trolley Pub San Antonio.
I want to do that.
Nice. We need to do it.
Yep.
Take a picture.
Yep. Just Google it. Trolley Pub, bike pub, trolley, whatever. Bike pub crawl.
Yeah. But back to this whole
Fine,
motivation
fine.
thing.
We'll do
So,
that. We'll do that, but I ain't getting a tattoo.
all right. Well, you can go with us at least.
Maybe you convince me. I don't know.
Maybe we'll
We'll see.
convince her afterwards. So I know for June, like this month has been kind of wonky with the whole back thing. And so my whole goal for June, I can't believe it's going to be June already. Like I really, really can't. Like I still want to continue because I will be going back into the office the week of the 5th, which kind of
Mhm.
sucks. And so I won't be able to work out during the day. And I know I'm not doing it when I get home like that. I just no.
Mhm. Nope.
So I will have to start working out again. And I'm just going to go into, I think, just the live platform for the pre-recorded. I really love that variety. I like
Mhm.
doing like the previous month's blocks. And I'll do like one day I'll do the bike. The next day I'll do like one of the lifting ones. And, and then the next day it's like another cardio one. And so
Mhm.
how they have it float in there is really nice. And I just like the variety of it.
Mhm.
And so I think that's what I'm, going to stick to, but I do want to increase my daily steps. So
Yes,
I
me
know
too.
like in our online wellness community, I really want that to be part of like the focus
The
is that I
focus.
don't care if it's even like take your baseline. Like, whenever we start, see, I mean, even if you don't have a Fitbit or an Apple Watch, like your phone now has like there's devices, apps
Yep.
that you can download. So do
Mhm.
like a baseline. Don't change anything. Just see how many steps you get in throughout the day.
Mhm.
And just every day, can you increase it? I don't even care if it's by like 20 steps. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Mhm.
Like just but every day try and do something
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just
And
need
that's
to
my
move
goal
more
too.
throughout the whole day. I'm
Well,
very
my goal,
sedentary.
Yeah.
mine is I'm very sedentary as well too. And I try to get up because my watch will remind me at 10
Oh,
minutes
I
to
know.
the
I hate
hour,
that.
and I try to get up and
Constantly
move.
reminds me that I'm a lazy ass.
Exactly. But fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say.
You get up to get your water.
No, I haven't
That
been
is
drinking
what you said,
water.
though. No, but that's what you said. Increase your
Oh.
overall steps.
Steps.
Oh, increase my overall steps because I was so like every day closing all 3 rings. I was
Mm.
doing that for so long. And now, like yesterday, it was like 10 o'clock before I closed my last ring.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck,
Oof.
so that's like,
Do you ever
that's my
mess
goal for
around
the,
with your moves circles, though?
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. See, if I don't, because every single Monday it's like weekly summary, and it's like, no, you didn't. You only went over your move circle like 2 days this week. So let's drop you a couple hundred.
Yeah.
But I'm always like, no, like I want to push myself.
Right.
Hmm.
And so whenever I refuse for the watch to tell me what my number should be, because in my brain, I'm thinking I can't go down to 4 because if I want to even lose a pound, then I need to at least burn 500 calories, whether that's not eating or whether that's burning or whatever. You know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Hmm.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And again, if I'm trying to increase my steps, then I need to make sure that my move circle,
Yeah.
makes sense. Otherwise, it
Mhm.
would have me down like in the 4s. And I
Yeah.
always try to put myself at least at 600.
I'm at 500 right now, 20 minutes for workout and 12 standing hours.
Oh yeah, I only do 10 standing hours.
So, but that to me it motivates me to at least get my butt up,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
dilly-dally around a little bit
Yeah.
so I can
I
close that
I put
ring.
little post-its like if I'm really struggling with my food.
Mhm.
Last week I had one that said you're not hungry, and I had it right on my laptop. I also had right next to that one I had you need this job
Mm.
because it was a really hard week and I needed to
Oh,
remind myself that I can't
You
quit.
you do need the job right now.
I
Yeah.
do need a
right,
job.
right.
That's a good one.
Well,
That's a
another
good one.
way to what happened to me yesterday, another way to lose weight is to drop the coffee creamer in the floor and have the top bust wide open and it just splash all into the refrigerator. That's what happened to me
Oh,
yesterday. So needless to say, I mean, I drank probably that much of my coffee.
Do you
You
drink
know,
green tea?
I love green tea.
Yeah, that's what I've been drinking, and green tea is
it's supposed to be
really,
really
really
good.
good for appetite suppressant. It
Mhm.
helps with inflammation, helps with gut. Like even if you have like inflamed insides, which if you're, you probably do, like it's
Yes.
supposed to help with that. And just don't put anything in it.
My insides are always inflamed.
I know. I know.
Yeah, so well, ladies, thank y'all for this. I mean, it just helps to talk about it a little bit and
Yeah.
Mhm.
knowing that we're stepping into summer and that's what we're going to be focusing on in June in our online wellness studio, stepping into summer and getting our mindset right. And so I just needed this little bit of oomph
Yeah.
and, girl talk to get me back to where I need to be. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So in the online wellness group, the Jam Pod Wellness Studio, we're going to be talking about like everybody loves summer food. Everybody loves
Mhm.
social gatherings, things like that. But if you are on a health and wellness journey, sometimes that can be intimidating to go, or you're just like, I'm going to, eat whatever I want and I'll just work out extra hard or I'll deprive
Mhm.
myself the next day. I don't want to do that this year.
Mm-mm.
So
No.
we're going to be sharing like recipes in there, adult beverages, things that you can take. And look, if you want a hot dog and a burger, have a hot
Fucking
dog
do
and
it.
a burger.
Yep.
Maybe you
Right.
have like a bun with the hot dog because I don't like plain hot dogs, but maybe you have like, put your burger on top of a lettuce wrap or
Mhm.
something like
Yeah.
that. And so there's
Mhm.
easy tweaks that we're going to be sharing inside the online wellness community. I would love to do some sort of virtual event, whether it's like a 5K or something where we plan a Saturday and we just get out and just walk or run, whatever you want to do, bike, I don't care, just something for us to get outside and
Mhm.
just do something fun. So if you're interested, we'll put the link to our Google form down below in the show notes. Just go click that out. Just lets us know a little bit about what you're working towards, what your goals are, what you're struggling with. And then one of us will reach out to you and get you the information. But I'm really
Can I
looking forward to
just
that.
can I just say that I love summer recipes because
Ew.
first of all, they're so light in general because it's hot as
Mhm.
balls.
Yeah.
And like I feel like they're just not as like dense as like other,
They're
seasons
not
Yeah.
like
foods.
comfort
They're not
foods, but
comfort
they
Mhm.
food.
are comfort
But
foods in a
they're
way
good
because they're
because
light and airy and everything's
mhm.
just in season and you can go to your
Yes.
local farmer's market and it's just
Mhm.
everything tastes just so good.
Yep.
So good and
Just so
fresh.
good.
Yep.
Oh, I can't wait. Looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
Yes, absolutely.
All
All
right,
right.
ladies.
We'll talk to you
Thank
next
y'all.
week, everyone.
All right.
Have a great week.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.